everyone, and welcome to The Tonight Show. I am your host, Jimmy Fallon, and we have a lot of fun things planned for tonight. First, we're going to start off with some of our Tonight Show hashtags, and then we're going to go into an interview with Miss Sandra Bullock, and she will be playing a game with us. Are you ready? Well, let's get started. So, now I will read some of my favorite tweets from our Tonight Show hashtag Dumb Jobs. Here we go. Our first one is from Coco Pebbles 1, and she says, "One time my boss made me organize all of his papers from 2010 to now into separate individual binders. He told me this 2 days before he wanted it done. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, Coco, sometimes you just gotta do it. You got 48 hours and you'll look good. So, our next one is from Lovely Jessica, and she says, "One time, my boss made me sharpen all of his pencils. He has 3 drawers full and wanted it done in the next 2 hours. We closed at 6 and it was 5. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, Jessica, maybe you could tell your boss about spare parts and have him donate all the pencils under 6 inches to the children for them to make crafts. Alright, the next one is from Karen is Awesome. And she says, "One time at the grocery store I worked at, I had to dump all of the expired milk. I quit. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, Karen, quitting is definitely a solution. Our next one is from JBLover124. "One time, my boss handed me a hammer and told me to fix one of the sidings that was falling apart. I work in the IT department and told him that might not be such a good idea considering the only side I know is the side of my monitor. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, JB, you can always just do it and, let your boss find out for himself that you really don't know how to construct things. Alright, our next one is from Tina the Turtle. And she says, "My insurance company was doing a Christmas special, and my boss made me stand outside in a snowman costume with a sign that said, 'Snowman should be left uninsured.' It was a 4-hour shift, and it was 5 degrees below zero. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, Tina, I hope you dress warmly for that one. Our next one is from Jackson John. And he says, "Every day my boss spills coffee on his shirt and makes me go get it dry cleaned. Hashtag dumb jobs." Well, Jackson, I hope you make him pay for it, and maybe you could get him a sippy cup. Our last one is from Caitlin C. And she says, "My boss tells me to clean the conference room table every single day. We only use it once a week. Hashtag dumb job." Well, Caitlin, I feel for you on that one. Reading some of these tweets, I realized that sometimes when you have a job, you just gotta do the tasks they give you, because you're getting paid for it. Sometimes I don't always want to read these hashtags, but I do it anyway. Next, we have Sandra Bullock, so stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. Now let's welcome America's favorite sweetheart, Miss Sandra Bullock.
Hello, everyone, and thanks, Jimmy, for having me.
Absolutely, Sandra. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions from my viewers about what to do if you don't like a job and how you can finish it on time. Have you ever had to deal with a situation like this?
Well, Jimmy, in fact, I have. There was this one time and this one movie that they had me star in where they wanted me to play a mean character. But as you know, I'm not a mean person.
No.
But I still showed up every day because I knew the producers, the actors, and the director were all counting on me to be the star of the show. And with that, I focused on perspective. Because with perspective, it made me realize that things could be worse. but they're not.
Right.
And so I focused on everything that was satisfying in my job, and it helped me to get through it.
Absolutely, Sandra. I do the same thing. That really shows discipline and really great work ethic. Now, what about managing your time? How do you juggle being such an amazing actress and, being a mother of two?
Well, Jimmy, I have to say, it's not always easy, but it does keep life interesting. To keep myself sane, I use an ongoing calendar so I can balance my work with my kids. And sometimes I spend late nights at work, but I ask in the morning if I can get off early so I can go spend time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am still a mother, and I need to take care of the laundry, doing their lunches, and make sure I tuck them in every night.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of saying, do you say something to yourself that keeps you going through all of this?
In fact, I do. I have a dear friend of mine. Her name is Barbara Alvarez. And she tells her daughter the saying every day: fast and efficient. And what this means is getting things done quickly and done the first time, so you have plenty of time to do everything else.
That makes complete sense. That's just very good, Sandra. Well, I thank you for sharing that, and I bet that will really help our viewers to manage their time and get things done they don't want to do. Welcome back, folks. Now we're going to play a game called Would You Rather. I'm going to give you two options, and you're going to give me a solution and tell me why. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get started. So our first Would You Rather is, would you rather have a project due in 48 hours that you have to do by yourself, or have a project due in 24 hours where you have a team working with you?
Well, Jimmy, I prefer the one that you have to do by yourself, because personally, it's really hard to work with a group because you don't always know if someone's going to pull their weight or not.
Mm-hmm.
So my preference would be to do it by myself.
Absolutely. Well, now our second Would You Rather. Would you rather have a boss who only uses email to correct employee issues, or have a boss who comes to you face-to-face to discuss what the issue is?
Well, Jimmy, I would like to have a boss come tell me face-to-face, because it doesn't leave room for interpretation on what he said or what was meant, and it leaves no confusion. So it also allows for him to respond and for me to respond in a good, well-rounded manner.
Absolutely. Now our third Would You Rather. Would you rather have a job where resources are limited, but you are encouraged to be creative, or have a job with unlimited resources that must always be accounted for to the smallest notepad?
Well, Jimmy, where there's a will, there's a way, and necessity is the mother of inventions. So, in a situation, I would have to go with the limited resources, because it leaves room for ideas and inventions to be formed.
Absolutely. All right, now our fourth Would You Rather. Would you rather work at a job that pays a lot but makes no use of your college degree, or work at a job that pays little but utilizes your college degree?
That's a great question, Jimmy, and this one goes out to all my college students out there. With whatever degree you can get creative with it, and you can make it a job that you enjoy, even if it doesn't pay well, because money isn't everything. And as long as you're following your passion, it'll give you a personal reward.
I have to agree with you there, Sandra. For Would You Rather number 5, would you rather work at a job in which the only perk is money, or work at a job that includes other perks like time off, club memberships, etc., maybe with a little less money?
Well, because money isn't everything, I would take a job that allowed me to meet all of my personal needs and adds perks or benefits on the side. Just because the other job offers more money, it lacks the community the benefits would bring me.
I have to agree with you there, Sandra. Well, Sandra, thank you so much for coming. It was lovely having you here.
It was lovely being with you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Sandra. Now, folks, you heard it here. The 3 things you want to remember: perspective, ongoing calendar, fast and efficient. These are all things that will bring you success in your job. It's not always about the money. Thank you. Have a nice night.